Hello and welcome back to Anything Goes, the show where, of course, anything goes. Today we're going to be reacting to the Whatever podcast, and we're going to be seeing why this feminist thinks it's easy for men to get laid, when in all actuality, it's really not. Let's play the video.
At the bar, I see very successful encounters. So I don't know, maybe it's just because everyone's drunk there, but when I am bartending, I'll oftentimes see men approach women. Majority of the time, they either chat for a little bit, end up dancing together, whatever. I rarely ever see a man approach a woman at my bar, at least where I work, and them just be like straight fist. Unless they were like drunk as hell all over them being a weirdo, then of course. Yeah. But usually they give them a chance.
The thing about that example, Kiko, is the type of dudes that are going to bars are gregarious, outgoing guys who like have confidence in their game, and they know that there's attractive girls out there, and they want to go talk to them. That is not representative of the average male population.
Okay, but like
Pause.
how
He is 100% correct. The average dude nowadays does not have the confidence that he probably would have maybe even 10 years ago because of feminism. Feminism has ruined dating. Feminists like to say we don't need men. Men ain't shit. So with that said, men have gotten denied a lot more. So men don't even want to approach women anymore because, fear of rejection, because women just think they don't need men anymore, which is completely wrong. Like, women need men. Continue.
Sam said, get out of there and go. When men approach women in a nice way and not creepy, majority of the time it's not met with just get away from me. Online, maybe, because I'm not going to respond to a random man who just DMs me if I don't know who they are, because honestly it's scary. I don't know who I can meet out there and be a weirdo and chop me up into a million pieces. But sometimes you could read it better in person. So I feel like for men, a lot of encounters come better. That's why I was going to ask her, have you just started this after the pandemic? Like, have we seen a shift since the pandemic where people were inside trying to do this versus when men were out and approaching women and it wasn't as taboo for those things? I see them having a fairly easy time, especially in IV. It could be the ugliest man walking up to an average woman and they'll go home together. Men in IV have no problem getting laid. I've watched the ugliest men get laid every single night.
Kiko, because you are seeing a specific subset of men.
That's why I said maybe it's the area.
No, it's not just the area. This is across the board. A very small amount of men are just getting women easily. For the vast majority, you shake your head. I talk to a lot of men, Kiko, a lot of men, and they all come to me because they're like, bro, it seems like you have confidence in understanding how women work. Help me because I'm struggling with these women. A lot of dudes are not successful with women. The majority of guys are not successful with women. It is difficult for men to attract and keep women if they are average.
Pause. It is difficult for men to attract women. And this is true because women have such a high standard nowadays. And you'll see. Continue.
It is not an easy thing.
I would say they're below average.
It is no. It's not. It's not.
Well, this is exactly why marriage rates are declining.
Good-looking men,
it's
all
also
men have an issue with dating.
Across her platforms of attractive. You said it's below average men. She has attractive dudes that are struggling to get.
I would say any man who's going to her for that probably has some more deep-rooted issues.
No,
is the reason why they're having to do that.
The problem is that you are judging. You are
normal.
judging all men based on the small subset of men that you see.
Okay.
I don't think you could speak.
Pause. You cannot judge what all men are like compared to, a bar full of men. You can't do that. It's not fair. Average men have a very hard time dating because average women think they deserve a high value man, which is not true. Average women deserve average men.
Off the small stuff.
No, I know a shitload of guys.
So do I.
Okay, a shitload of guys.
Let's pull up some studies too, by the way.
Yeah, the majority of
Here we
these
go,
guys,
the studies, yep.
I mean, all you have to do is look at that thing that Brian brings up. The
Infographic.
female,
Like how everyone's hoes.
No, hold on.
How do hoes exist?
Hold on.
Delusion.
The female
Yeah, they're
delusion.
fucking everybody.
Please listen.
Kiko, let him finish.
Please listen.
He's cut me up a lot of times, Brian. If you haven't
Kiko,
noticed.
you're the master of cutting off. Just let him finish and then
Facts.
you can go.
She is.
Well, you would look shocked, but just
just.
By the way, you can keep a poker face while people are talking. You don't need to do like a whole. You don't need to do like a.
Brian,
don't
don't say anything to me anymore.
You don't, bro.
Do you want
don't-
views or no? If I
Bro,
was just
but-
sit here like this, you're not gonna get shit. So let me know what I do.
See, now she's upset because they have told the truth, and now they're going to pull up statistics, and she's going to be wrong. She's upset that these guys are right, and they're kind of putting her in her place, if you will.
Thank
But
you.
it's if you're like grimacing when someone's trying to make a point and you're like rolling your eyes, it's kind of rude.
She's mad
the same
that he has all the facts.
Well, I'm not looking
Kigo,
at shit.
I've
Maybe you
listened.
should.
I've listened to many of your points. I let you make them, and I try to address them. And the point that I want to make right now, throughout. So I've done. This is what the 9th episode that I've done at this point. And one of the things Brian has asked girls, he goes like, okay, so what kind of guys do you like, right? Girls like tall guys,
Yep.
who ideally make a decent amount of money. Oftentimes, like Deborah said, it's above 6 foot tall, right? And if you look up the female delusion calculator and you look at the amount of
It's like
dudes
less than 10%,
that are above
around
6 feet
10%.
tall that make $90,000
It's very
a
low.
year or up, it's like less than 1%
Very, very low,
of the
yep.
population. Okay, so you have women saying, "Hey, this is what I want."
Pause. And this goes back to what I was saying. Average women should be with average men. The average man makes about, what was it, $30,000 to $45,000 a year. But women want men who make $100,000, 6 figures. That's a really low percentage. There are not very many men out there. So, again, average women should be with average men, but women think that their value is higher than it actually is. Continue.
99% of men do not fit that standard. Okay, and so you say, well, it's the below average guys that, they can't get laid. Literally 99% of men do not fit in the average woman's standards for what they want in a partner. Do you see the problem there?
I see that, but my point is, a lot of women might be saying that, but their actions aren't showing that. I might say that, but my last ex was broke as fucking 5'7".
You're
So
right.
he still got to date me.
You're right,
And I
which
was
is
not,
why
So
he got to date you.
yeah, he
He
got,
got
to date
to
me.
date her.
What?
Yeah. Want me to re-say it again?
You
He
guys got to date
me.
You guys got to date each other, right?
Based
Each
off
other.
of the point of he's saying is how he's below me because he's not 6 foot and wasn't making that much money.
Pause. See, this is what I was saying. This is exactly what I was saying. She thinks that she's just so much better than this guy that she was dating, when in all actuality, she's not. She's not a 10. She's not as great as she thinks she is. She's just an average person. I've seen many women like her, and I've seen way better looking than her. That's for darn sure. So, again, women, they need to be humbled a lot more. Like, women need to hear the truth, but women can't handle the truth. Continue.
In his eyes, he got to date me because based
Is
off
that
what you
how
guys
you
are
view
saying.
it? Is that your frame of how you view?
I would say he got to date me because he reached out to me for months beforehand, and we had to have multiple friends intervene to get us into a relationship.
You didn't
Is
get to
why.
date each other?
So it was
Honestly,
forced.
You didn't feel
not-
fortunate to date him?
No, not at all.
So why
So
did
why?
you date him?
I was honestly dragged into it. I was in a very traumatic
She
point
could
in
have
my
said no.
life.
She had the
Rip.
freedom to say no.
Can I say something? real
Okay,
quick
when I
on
met
this
him, I
topic?
was at a very
Eric, can you pull
low
up the
point of
Yeah,
my
of
life.
course.
We met 1 month before the pandemic hit, and we kind of just got stuck together.
A
If I had
convenience.
never,
Stuck together.
if I wouldn't have experienced
Stuck
what I experienced
together.
right before meeting him, we were basically, if you know what the term is, we were trauma bonded basically together. And it took me a long time to get out of it, honestly, because I thought he was. So after I was with him, I was scared to get out of it. So because you guys are fucking making fun of me, if you want me to actually say the real reasons, yeah, he was giving me those signs that if I was gonna actually leave him, he was gonna,
It's rude. It's rude.
It's rude.
like.
Really rude.
It wasn't me. It was Eric.
Well, I'm
I
sorry.
think we
I'm sorry
can
to
all
hear that
agree.
relationship.
There's
No,
a lot
it's
of
fine, but
psycho
it's just
guys
like,
out
dude,
there these days.
Like, you guys are acting like
psychos.
you guys want to see just one side of everything.
There are psycho guys out there, but to paint like you make it sound
Makes it like
it's like
every
a
guy
large-
No,
is psycho.
no. It's not a large percentage, but there are like these fringe.
There are
group of
definitely
guys,
weirdos,
I don't know
yes.
what it is. I don't know if this is new to society, but like the guys are like, I'll myself if you break up with me. Like, seek some help.
That's what he did at
Seek
first.
some
Yeah.
Women
help.
do that
First-
shit too, though.
I know it's
Women do it just as
bullshit,
much.
and
It's
everyone
bad
needs
both
to
ways,
get
for sure.
serious help if you're saying that to someone, because that's just manipulating somebody.
That's like so rare, though.
So that's it. So for me, again, it's feminists have ruined dating because feminists think that they're just too good. They think that they're too good for men. They think that their value is a lot higher than what it actually is. You know, average women do belong with average men because, you know, these women, well, average women will deny an average man for a man who is like in a, you know, 5% tier, right? So for me, I think that she's definitely delusional, because, you know, and I think a big question is, what does she have to offer? You know, women want a man who with 6 figures, 6 foot tall, 6 inches. Not very many men are like this. But, you know, you see a woman like her, and like I said, she's average. I've seen lots of girls like her before, and I've seen way better looking than her. And, you know, if we were to ask what does she bring to the table, I'm sure she would say good looks, you know, oh, she's a go-getter, she brings money. But here's the deal. Men don't like that. Men don't care about a woman's money, because at the end of the day, a woman's money is her money, but a man's money is their money. So when it comes down to it, men don't care about that. And that's just how it is. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you loved it, subscribe. If you want to hear more about this topic, let's get into it more. We can definitely do that. If you have any questions or comments, leave those in the comment section below. If you would like to be on the show, you can definitely, we'd love to have you. We'll give you some information where you can call in, or you can come sit right here next to me. So until the next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.